Welcome back, everybody. This is Kinema, and we're doing some more modded Modsauce Modpack. So, in the last episode, I think I did a little bit of building. I've actually done a little bit of more building. Let's go check it out. And there's a reason why. So, basically, like I said, I'm going to be building these structures and moving different mods and stuff into them. So, uh, actually, I may have done the mining portal on the last episode. So I got my Tinkers. This is my Tinkers construct little base. Got all my stuff, smelter, got it hooked up. Haven't really used it since I started getting into some of the power, but it is available. I fixed up the area quite a bit. I added these little torches. If we come fly around here, you can see I started going crazy with the trophinary blocks, I think they're called. I mean, I like that look. You know, I like the grassy look instead of this. So you can see I've kind of done that and filled it in here as well. So needed tons of seeds for that because it's 4 seeds per block. And yeah, so let's see, I'm trying to get some grass to grow here in a little planter. So let's come in here and take a look. Actually, let's look at the building. Now, I only just got the base structure because I wanted to go ahead and jump right into this mod and start doing some stuff. And I am a little rusty on it. So one thing, oh, I guess I should talk about what mod I'm doing. So my storage system is getting out of control. I really need a different sort of storage system. So what I'm going to go with is, as you can see right here, applied Energistics 2. Now, I was pretty familiar with the first one, the first like AE1 or whatever they were calling it, but they have changed quite a bit for the second one. So it's not like a mod upgrade, but almost like a complete mod overhaul. Sorry if you can hear that. My dog's making some noises in the background. So, anyway, so what we got to do, and you've probably have already seen me, Adam, is we got to make a couple of things. So, the natural world gen consists of quartz, Certus quartz, and charged Certus quartz, and also meteors. So I've already been collecting, as you can see. I got 8 charged and some more Certus quartz. So that's good because we're gonna need it. So the first thing you got to do is, if you can't find any meteors, they can spawn above ground and below ground. So we need to find some of those. The best way to find them, or really the main way to find them, is by this meteorite compass. And it basically points to the chunk that it's in. So we actually need 4 iron and a charged Certus quartz. So let's put that in the crafting bench, like so, and you have your compass. So the nice thing about the compass is what it does, and I don't know, you may notice it's pointing. So it's pointing into the direction. Now, unfortunately, it is pointing in the direction of the closest meteorite. However, it is pointing to the sky stone itself, or the meteorite itself. It won't stop pointing until you completely remove all of the sky stone. Now, some of these I have already been, scavenging. I found the chest, got the stuff out of it that that was in there. So what I may need to do is fly around and just try to see if I can pick up one that I have not looted yet. And there's a reason why. So let me do that. I'm gonna fly around the map a little bit, try to find one that hopefully maybe is underground, because I've done a lot of the surface ones, uh, and find the next parts of the mod pack. So be right back. Okay, I believe I haven't messed with this one. I don't know if anyone else has, but there's a couple things I wanted to mention real quick. So you see how this is actually pointing to the meteorite. Now it's actually pointing to the chunks that have the sky stone in it. So if we hit F9, it kind of breaks up, and you can see how this chunk does have the sky stone. So if you happen to be going and doing this underground, you may want to look at the chunks. You can keep hitting F9 to go through and find the chunk that actually has it. Now it may have little fragments like that, or it may have the whole meteorite. So you need to kind of go search around a little bit until you actually find it. And there's Fernaqua. So if we dig down, now these things are supposed to be perfect spheres. This is a little bit of a smaller meteorite, and we got right to the chest. So this is what we want. You can collect the sky stone if you want. There's closer ones I may collect more, but this is the main part we wanted. And this does have a nugget, and I think I already have this one. So I believe there's several different types of presses, but this is what you need to find. So I don't know if you can craft those things. You basically just kind of have to keep going around and finding them. And I think I have most of them already, at least several copies of them, but I may need to try to see if I can find some more. So let me do that. I'm gonna get back to my base, look around for a few more meteorites, and then I will jump back at you. Okay, well, we're back at my base. I want to go ahead and get some things crafted up. So there's a couple of things you need to know. This is probably going to be a multi-part episode. I don't think I'm going to do all. It's a huge mod, so I'm not going to fit it in my, probably not even 30 minutes. I mean, we'll see. So, but let me start crafting the basics of what we need to get started with, and then we can kind of go from there. So one of the first things you need to, there are these different, there's Certus quartz and charged. Now I don't have much of the charged. I wish I had more, but may have to try to find some. So, but there's different things you can do. So the very first thing you need to do is to make some of these different parts. You have to have this Certus quartz dust. Now in the old AE, it used to drop whenever you would break the actual Certus quartz ore. But it doesn't do that now. So grindstone used to be very basic on what you needed to kind of start your ore production, as far as, in some mod packs. But yeah, so to make this, we're going to go ahead and make this. So this is how we get our dust. So we are going to need 3 of them. We can use some nether quartz too, it looks like. Stone, and 2 cobble, and then the gear is pretty easy. It's just 4 sticks. So let's go ahead and get all that going. And you know what? I'm gonna need more sticks, so I will just do that. We needed some stone, some cobble, and how much that do I have versus quartz? And let me go ahead and grab these charged ones as well. So if we come in here, we need to make a gear. And now, we also are going to need, for the grindstone, we are going to need crankshaft. So let's go ahead and do the crankshaft if you do it right. Okay. So now we want to make this. We got the gear. We should have all of it. Drops it right in there. Instead of using that, use that to make this grindstone. So now while I'm actually over here crafting, actually let me just take, I know I had some extra crafting benches. Let me just take this over here and start setting some stuff up. Oh yeah, that's almost all spread. Nice. If I can get in the door. Really? What's in the way? Can I get in this door? Okay, this is ridiculous. I have to figure out what's keeping me from getting in the door. Oh well. So I may rearrange some of this, so I'm just going to place it down for right now. Place it up here. Grindstone, and then we got the cranks. Oh, shift click on it. So we want to go ahead and put a couple pieces quartz in there, and then you just hold down right click on the crank, you'll spin it, and it will go ahead and crush up the surface quartz into dust. And it should stop. Yep, so we know it's done. Okay, we got that. Now let me go get, I'm gonna need some more. That's upsetting. I spent time building that. Probably just gonna actually just bring a small chest over. What about, is anything in there? Yeah. Small chest over. Need to go ahead and grab some of these plates. Guess I really just need one each. And I will explain what these do. Doing it backwards. Explain what these do very shortly. Got the plates. What else do I need for crafting? Okay. Well, while I'm over here, there's going to be some other stuff we need to craft. So what we need to do is starting out power. And you can do it different ways, but just from AE, they have this vibration chamber. Which is this, which I guess we got to go ahead and make a quartz glass. Looks like we can grind up some quartz and regular glass. That's going to take some time to grind up all of that. Let's add some quartz and get some regular glass. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'm going to do a couple things off camera. I'm going to go ahead and get set up to make this. We won't be able to make this without the flux crystal. The flux crystal, actually, let me go ahead and show. We got the water bucket. How to do that. And where's the flux crystal? Yep. So, charged surface quartz, nether quartz, and redstone. So, redstone. And we got the charged, and we got the quartz. Now, I'm actually going to leave my backpack here. And there's a reason why. So I'm just going to throw this in the bag for now. Don't need it. I'll just make multiple trips. Being able to fly, it doesn't take too long. So I wonder if some of those micro blocks are getting in the way. I hope not. Yeah, so you can't. I'll figure that out later. So, one of the things we need to make, and I'm going to make it. I'll make it here. I'll clean it up later. So, you want to make a pool of water. So, you can do different things with this pool of water. Right now, we are going to make some stuff that we need. Of course. So I want to throw in the quartz, the charged quartz, this. So you see why I wanted to drop my bag. That way I didn't automatically pick it up. And we got this. Now, you notice I did throw it in the water. These things do not apply to standard rules when it comes to the you know what, I can use those. So they don't apply to the standard rules whenever it comes to items or entities being left on the ground. They actually will not despawn while left on the ground, which is actually extremely cool for a couple other things that we're coming up with. So we can grind this up. That's good. What was it? I don't want to use... What? Because I want that for something else. Okay, so we got the quartz glass. What else do we need? Vibration chamber. Got the glass, we got that. And of course I left the iron out. And we need iron for that. And of course we need a furnace. I'll just go ahead and get a stack of iron while I'm over here. And actually I can just craft it over here too. Still got quite a bit of ores, but I tell you what, when I start getting in more and more into this mechanic stuff, I'm gonna blow through it pretty quick. Okay, so now we can make this right like that, and do this. And now we got the vibration chamber. Now I need to do a couple extra things with this. We do want to start making some ME cabling. So you can take just regular cable, quartz fiber, through those, mix 4 cables. Yeah, so quartz fiber, it's just standard glass. That's easy, we got that. I don't have... I want to try to use actual quartz as much as I can, just because I do have a lot more than the sort of, or the actual quartz. So let me go ahead and get a couple more things prepared. I'm gonna get the glass, I'll get this set up, and there's one other thing that I'm gonna be making, which is an energy cell. This is the pretty basic one. Make this, grindstone those down. Instead of using the grindstone, I wonder if that stuff will work with the slag mill. We'll see if we can use those. We got redstone. Yeah. Nice. So it'll work with that. So it may work with me throwing one of these in there too. So anyway, I'm gonna get a few things built and I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I went ahead and made a couple things, and I got a... should be set up to continue without minimal interruptions. Oh, first I want to show you all this. This is actually kind of cool. So that's stone we get from the meteorite. If we, if you cook it or smelt it, actually looks pretty good. Well, looks better than it does not. I may actually replace this floor with it. I think I kind of like that. And this is a little busy for me. I did figure out, may have already talked about it. I did figure out why I couldn't get in there. Is that stone right there for some reason. But anyway, back to this. This is a mod oversight or whatever. So I went ahead, got the vibration chamber, and made the cables. You know, the cables we needed some... where is it? We can make different colors. Is this one? Yeah, we needed 2 of those crystals. So I went ahead and did quite a bit of mining. The quartz fiber is pretty easy, just 6 glass in either nether or Certus quartz across the middle. Made quite a bit of cables actually. Got a lot of those crystals. I found like, I think about 30 charged, and then I had 3 stacks of Certus quartz, so went ahead and did some stuff. So yeah, so one thing you probably want to make too is make one of these wrenches. Where to go? Right here. That way you can, like in most things, you can shift click, to get the stuff back. So now this is the energy cell that I talked about. Went ahead and made one of those. If you shift click it, you can actually see, highlight over it, it's got 500 AE in it. So it's got a little bit of power. So the cable does transfer. Now this right now is just transferring power from the vibration chamber to it, but these cables actually transfer both power and items. So the next thing we need to make, because there's we want to do some storage stuff and everything, but to make some of this different storage things, you got to start making these processors. And you can't make the processors without an inscriber. So that is next on our list to do, the inscriber right here. So we need 2 sticky pistons, 5 iron, and crystals. And I got all of that right here. We got 2 sticky pistons, 1 of those, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron. And inscriber, shift click, and now we got the inscriber. Inscriber does take power, so we will set it up. We need a cable and the inscriber, and then we got the inscriber interface. So this is actually extremely cool, and you need to use these panels. So for example, right now I just want to make a basic storage chest, which is this thing right here, just an ME chest. Okay, we are going to need to make some drives for it, but for right now we just want to make this ME chest, which glass, that's fine, cables we got, iron we got, the flux crystal we have, but we don't have the terminal. So to make the terminal we have to make this. This is actually, that's pretty easy. I guess I need to get some glowstone, but go back some. We need to make these processors, and that makes 2, so that's good. So the processor, we need a printed logic circuit and a printed silicone with redstone to make that. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to show you. So we got the silicone. Now this, and since I need to go get some glowstone anyway, we got the gold. I'll go ahead and keep some of that on me. Let me go grab that, and I want to show you all something else. So you may notice I have a steel pickaxe I've been using to get cobalt and ardite. Went ahead and put a silky enhancement or modifier on it. That way you could do silk touch. So if you have silk touched redstone ore, you can take the redstone ore, put it in your slag mill, and you'll not only get redstone, of course cobble, but you'll also get stuff like silicone. So, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, hopefully you can use that. We'll find out. And I came over here for glowstone. We got that. Okay. And see, I said I was somewhat prepared. Nope, there we go. Okay, so now we got the inscriber. So first we need to make, if we looked at this, we need printed logic, that's just the press and gold, and then we also need this, which is the silicone and the press. So pretty easy. We need to fire this thing up. So I did not bring my bag. Oh, and of course I forgot more stuff. And I did say I'd get into why I'm not taking my bag over there, just because it kind of picks things up. Has a bad habit of that. But we do have plenty of fuel. What will I use? We'll burn some of this. Knew I needed all this charcoal for a reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop the charcoal in there. You'll see that'll start cooking it. It's generating the A protect, it's going to be stored in our power cell, so we don't need all of that on us. So let's go ahead and we need the logic in gold. And you'll see that's working. And I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of these. Or hopefully these will stack. Yep. I know I'm going to need them, so I'm going to go ahead and make about 5. That's nowhere near going to be enough for all the different things that I want to do, but it at least gets us started. Okay, so now that we got those, now we need the silicone. So we find the silicone press, take those out, and now we can just drop these in there. I wish you could do stacks of 5. And this is kind of cool till you see it in there, and it actually has a little animation to it. I forgot about that. And press it. There it goes. I like that. So we got this going. After this is done, we will pull out the press. Drop those in there. Oh yeah, that's right. We got to do these one at a time too. And we use redstone to combine the two. And I'm wondering if we can use that. Yep, we can do that trick. If you didn't know what I was doing, basically what you can do is you can set these technically as 1, 2, 3. So you can highlight over it, hit the button, and it will take what's in there and put into a slot. So 1, 2, 3, and it's kind of an easy trick to crafting. So I guess we can do that for these without having to keep moving it. Okay, so now we got 5 of those. So we don't need 5 at the moment, but what was I making? We're just gonna make this, need to make this, and we need to make these panels, which is that. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and I didn't bring the iron. Okay, at least that does make 3 panels, so that's pretty good. And to make those panels, we needed that. So this, we need dust, which we don't have anymore. We're gonna need it. So just grinding it up. I know I got the slag mill that I can throw it in to, and eventually I'll have that over in this area. But for right now, just use the grinder. Okay, and what was I doing? That, and that. Of course it doesn't, wait, am I missing anything? Oh, I am, ain't I? Nope. Nether quartz. Inventory getting packed pretty quick. Maybe. Wait, I just made the wrong thing. So bad. Oh, I needed to make that too. Okay, never mind. that. One of those, and one of these. That makes 2 of those. Okay, so we got those parts, and man, this is pretty tedious. So that, the panel. So I guess I know I'm going to need it, so I guess I can go ahead and just technically make 2 of those. And for this particular chest, we just need 1 glass. And I have, was that regular glass? Yeah, it is. Of course, they can't do that. And they can't do that because I don't have the cables on me. So this is only kind of part of it. So we got this going. That's right. We got the ME chest. Now, the chest actually does have 2 interfaces. I will put the chest. I'll figure out a good place for it, but I'll put the chest here. So we got this hooked up. It says when you click on the top panel, you see 1. It says the ME chest cannot read the storage cell. When you click on the bottom, it's because we don't have a storage cell. Storage cell. So to make the storage cells, we have all of these different ones. We have the actually we have these down here, wrong ones. So the 1K, 4K, and you see they get a little bit more complicated. So this one we have 1 more of those left. We got not enough quartz on us. Search quartz. Got that. And now we got just the 1K. So the way these things work is you see, bytes used and then types. So these, when it has it like that, it will hold 63 items and then 1024 bytes used. So these drives are good for like if you have a bunch of like tools and other stuff where they are single stacked, and then as you get up there, these other ones that they all these hold 63 items, but they'll hold a lot more. So like you can have 63 items, but it can hold tons of tons of cobble or something. But you notice now that we put that into this lit up, and now we have a working system. So you can see this is, we just put 1 in there and it's a stack of 12 bytes used. So not a whole lot of storage. I mean, we can sit here and throw all of this up in here now. So, and we can see, I think you can disable. There's a sort by name, sort order, search box. You can just do standard search. That way if you hit E, you can come out of it without just doing a search, and then where you type and do a search. So I like that a little bit better. That way you can hit E and get out of it. But if we look at this now, 169 bytes used, 16 different items in there. So if we take out all of this, throw this in here too. So now you'll see that we have 26 items, and we're using, roughly a quarter of the storage space. So it's nice, but this definitely needs to be upgraded, and there's more stuff you can do. So there is a trick to get more storage quartz if you don't want to do a lot of mining, and need some sand for that trick. And this is actually why I do not have my bag on me. So one thing you can kind of do is you can grow crystals. You need sand to do that. And you also need the dust. So let's now pull out the dust. Where is it? Oh, right here. So the other thing I forgot to mention is you can actually take these out. You see now the no storage cell. Put them back in, and we got our items again. So for moving around stuff, it actually is very nice for doing different things. So we got our sand. We can put sand in this, and it makes seeds. And you see this item won't despawn. It kind of tells you right there. So you can make the seeds. Now the seeds, they need water to grow. So you can drop them in there, and if you pick it back up, it probably doesn't have enough. It will give you like a growth meter on it. So eventually that will grow, and we can drop some more in there into, you can see there's them in there. So I'm going to go ahead and actually let me just throw them all in there. They won't despawn, so I may AFK here for a short time. The video is getting long, and that's kind of like what I thought it would. Is this thing filled up? Nope, not yet. Okay. So there are a couple of things you can do to speed that up a little bit, and there's different things you can make. So what am I looking for now? The other nice thing, you can get in to do a little bit of advanced stuff, and there's channels, and they've added a lot of stuff that I need kind of like a refresher on. But if you don't like this whole chest thing, you can take like the terminal that I just made as well. You can actually throw this on your network somewhere and click that and access what's in your storage cells if you don't want to click there. So if you wanted to hide it. So you can, with that being said, you could technically make an ME drive, and that's cables that and processors. You can see these are diamonds used from engineering, and where is it again? And the printed silicone. So we need 2 of each of those. Got the diamond. We need the engineering press. We need 2 of those. And where is that? So we'll put this in here first. I'm pretty sure that is correct, right? No, it's not. Put that in there. That will start growing. And we can, where I need the silicone press. So that's done. We'll put the other diamond in there. Let that go. This will grow up a little bit. And we'll put the press in there. Get our silicone. And is it goldstone or goldstone? Redstone you need for that too? Yes, it is. So get that. We'll get 2 things of redstone. And what do we need? The iron and the cables. I'm not going to be able to put that down there. Since it's just 2, I'll just drag them. And we'll get this going. You see, it's making it. Okay, so then we got that. we can go ahead over to this. What was it? And now we got this ME drive. Now the ME drive is nice because it basically does the same thing as the chest. It doesn't have an LCD screen. That's why you need this. But you can plug this in somewhere. And you know what? I'm gonna put it back here. Put that on the network. That way it's got power. Now you can technically just take the drive out of here if you don't want it and drop it in here. It lights up. Now if we come back over to our terminal, you see we have all of our stuff. So you can see how this kind of can be pretty powerful, because now we can actually get rid of this chest and have 10 times the storage just with this little terminal here, viewing what's on our network. Now you can't really make this unlimited at this point. You get into some new things, like I said, called channels. I really haven't done too much with those, but those will probably be in the next episode. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, use this. I'm going to probably try to get some more advanced than just the 1K. I may try to make some of these 4K, which you can see take a lot of materials. So I may try to make some of the 4K, possibly maybe some of the 16. We'll see. I'm going to try to make the highest storage that I can, get everything in here, and get this cleaned up out of the floor, and possibly replace the floor with some of that skystone. So hopefully y'all learned a little bit on starting out with applied energistics. This is kind of just beginning stages. I mean, not that much advanced at all. So anyway, let me know what you think about this video. I'll dive into more, a little bit other parts to it in the next video. But this has been Kinema, and I'll talk to you later.